So you're trying to add a client to double and you're wondering, why is this so difficult? Trust me, you're not alone. I did my share of head banging and I spent way too much time trying to figure this out. Finally going to support, looked on YouTube for tutorials and I couldn't find anything. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to add a client in double, how to connect their QuickBooks. And if your clients are using Xero, you can also use Xero, but for this purpose, for this video, we're going to use QuickBooks. And I'm going to show you how to create a contact and then send an invitation to that contact so that they can then access the portal with their account. All right. It's not very intuitive. And again, it's confusing as heck. Let's jump in. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. Very first thing that jumped out at me when I was in double is I got this blue, or I think it's blue, kind of purplish add button. And that would make sense to me. Click add. Where's the add client or add contact? It's not there. All right. So up here, we have an add client. If I had designed double, I would have made this a blue button as well. Or I would have put the add client in here as well. But that's okay. I didn't design it. What we're going to do is we're going to click on add client. From here, you need to make sure that your client has added you to their QuickBooks or added you to their Xero first. All right. Because if they haven't, they're not going to show up. All right. So I've got everything set up on the QuickBooks side. I'm going to go ahead and click on QuickBooks Online and I'm going to do connect to QuickBooks. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to use this drop down, search for a company or firm. All right. In my case, I'm going to have two different companies or firms. I am doing some subcontracting work that I'm wrapping up right now. We'll do the drop down. We're going to select to see a bookkeeping. That's my company. Then what it does, it's doing its magic in the back end and it knows that I've already got some companies here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add this Weaver Creek Plumbing. This is a completely fictitious company. Everything about it is fake. All right. I created it specifically for doing YouTube videos and for doing videos for my clients to show them how to get things set up just like I'm doing here. All right. Weaver Creek Plumbing. Then we're going to go ahead and click on next. And then what we're going to do is click on connect. And it's spinning in the background, taking a little minute here to do everything. And boom, it's connected. So here's where things kind of get confusing. Now we have the client added. Now we have to add a contact for that client. And it's the contact that you're going to actually have to send a message to invite them into double. All right. So what we do is we go ahead and we click on Weaver Creek Plumbing, our new client that we just now added. At that point, we now have an option right here that says portal. You want to go and click on portal. Okay. From here, we need to add a new contact. So we come down here to this blue add contact button. We have our add contact properties window opens up and we'll do Egbert Peabody, my childhood alter ego. Weaver Creek Plumbing is the email address at Gmail that I set up for my fictitious company. In this case, phone number is optional. I'm not going to put a phone number in there. You definitely could if you wanted to. What kind of access do you want to give to this client? I just go with client admin, give them everything. What the heck, right? And then go ahead and click on save contact. Boom, we have a contact created. In a perfect world, this would go ahead and send Egbert Peabody an email and say, hey, you've been added as a contact in double. Please click here to log in. But what double has done is they've made it so that we have one more step. And in a way, it's not a bad thing per se. It just would be a lot easier for you as a firm owner, as an accountant, as a bookkeeper, if it was just automatic. But now what we need to do is we need to go all the way up here. And I'm laughing because there's just so many steps to this. And we need to click on message client. This is the default draft email that just pops up every time you go to click on message client. Okay. One of the things that Double has done well, and that I give them, again, props for, is their email templates. You click on email templates and you have these different options here over here on the left. We're going to click the drop down for client emails. And it looks like you could actually even add your own template, which is kind of cool. All the way at the bottom, we have an intro email. And something I didn't notice until after I sent my first intro email or did the first test was right above here is the intro email with mobile. I personally think the intro email should just be deleted because I think that you want the intro email with mobile because it's the exact same thing as the intro email. It just adds, hey, you can download the app on your iOS or Android device. Here are the links. And I think that's really, really important for our clients to have. Okay. So these templates you can customize to your delight for the most part. And I say for the most part, because when you go up here to the subject, you have these merge tags over here and we can click on insert merge tags. We have two options to add a tag into the subject, client name or practice name. And I'd rather not have your new client portal, Weaver Creek Plumbing or Weaver Creek Plumbing. And again, you can change the subject if you wanted to. Here's your new client portal. Client name is the first and last name. And for me, I just think I'd rather have just the first name, Egbert. Here's your new client portal rather than Egbert Peabody. Here's your new client portal. Not a terrible thing, just something I would have liked to have had. They do have in the body merge tags here, the option for the contact first name. And so this is not what the default template looks like. Yours is going to be different when you open it up. I've tweaked this and I've saved it as a template. Let me show you how to do that. You just add something and then you have a save as a template option. I'm going to go back. I don't want to do that. Again, if I want to add another merge tag, again, I can say, I want their last name as well. Boom, puts in the last name. But I don't want their last name. I just want their first name. So you've got that all done. We'll go ahead and click on Save Template. Now, you go up here to Create Draft Email. Okay, and this is kind of cool. I really kind of like what Double did here as well. We go ahead and we select our contacts. It automatically goes and shows all of our clients. You click on the client and then you can go in here and if they have multiple contacts, then you can go and select which contact you want this email to go to. We want it to go to Egbert Peabody, that contact we just created. So we're going to go ahead and click on Select One Contact. Now this is what's really cool. This is exactly how it shows up for your client. But I'm going to actually show you what this process looks like on the client side because it's kind of quirky. It's kind of wonky. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and click on Send. Boom. It's been sent. All right. So now what we want to do is we want to pull up our email for Weaver Creek Plumbing. Now we're putting on our client hat. All right. So I'm Weaver Creek Plumbing. Very first thing that's kind of wonky is who it's coming from, questions. You want to let your clients know that they're going to receive an email from questions because if I saw this, I'd be thinking, I'm just going to throw this in the trash. Well, what's this? Whose questions, right? But if we hover over it, it's questions@doublehq.com. It would have been not much better if it would have been like support or sign up or even sign up at doublehq.com. Okay, something that makes sense. So again, this is where you want to go and communicate with your client before you do this so that they're not going to pass this email up. They're not going to just automatically throw it in the garbage. All right. So just like the subject was your new client portal, it already is kind of given us what the email says here. We'll open it up. And again, we already saw this. But now I want to show you what it's like when they click on this because there's a gotcha in here. We open this up. So it automatically populates the email with your client's email address. Great. I don't know about you, but I usually like to have a password in my password keeper. And I went the very first time I did this to click on sign in with password. So it doesn't make any sense at all. There's no set up your account with a password, set up with Google. It's sign in. And if you click on this, first of all, my point here is use send magic link and make sure that your clients know when they get here to click on the send magic link. And the reason being is when we click on sign in with password, it thinks we already have a password. We don't. And so they actually have to click on forgot password. Okay. It doesn't make sense. Most applications that people are going to use for the first time have some kind of a sign up process, right? Create your username, create your password. Double didn't do that. In my opinion, and again, who am I to talk, right? I don't know much. They shouldn't even have these options here. Sign in with password, sign in with Google, because you just don't want to use them. All right. Trust me. You want to click on send magic link. All right. So here's the other gotcha. In my case, it's not going to be an issue because I've already said, this is safe. I've marked it as safe. But the first time I did this, it sent that authorization code, the magic link, if you will, to spam. All right. I'm going to refresh this and it should actually land in my inbox. If it doesn't, we'll go check spam. So the initial email lands in the inbox. Great. Make sure that you let your clients know. Check your spam folder, check your junk folder. Okay, let's go over here. And, nothing's happening here. There it is. So there it is. Again, kind of quirky. If you look at who this is coming from, auth at accounting client portal, I think is what that is. I wish that I could read the whole thing. I can't. Let's go ahead and open this up. Yep. It's coming from auth at accountingclientportal.com. So it's not even double HQ this time. So it might, again, get your clients kind of scratching their head going, what's going on here, right? You want to go ahead and say, this is legit. Again, all these emails that are coming into their inbox right now during this process are legit. This one here is legit. Click on log into portal and boom, they're now logged in. It skipped over that initial login screen. So if you're kind of wondering, what does it look like on the client side? This is what it looks like. All right. They can now receive messages from you when you send a message through Double, and they can now send you messages through Double when they log in. How cool is that? So there you go. I'm Sean, the Tech Gremlin Warrior. Thanks for watching.